everyone. Welcome in here to Campton, Kentucky. Wolfe County High School baseball complex here for a little pre-Easter high school baseball here, folks. Bluegrass Sports Nation. This is Brendan Miller. Got Lucas Miller alongside. Also, we'll have our man, Matthew Hudson, over here producing this one, folks, here tonight. We got a dandy for you here on a cool evening here in Campton, Luke. It's going to get a little bit colder, but I think we're going to have a good one here tonight. Best team right now statistically in the 14th region, the Letcher Central Cougars, come in here tonight to take on the Wolves. Letcher Central right now is 14-2 with an RPI of 6.2798. The Wolves come in at 4-5, 4.6729 for their RPI. So good matchup here. We're going to have Jaden Molands on the mound, but Wolf.
These two teams matched up about a week ago, and it was a heck of a ball game. The Wolves had a 6-2 lead going into the bottom of the sixth, and were unable to hang on there. And Letcher Central was able to come back and get a 7-6 lead. But two of the top teams in this region, both these teams are definitely going to have something to say about the regional tournament. Of course, we knew when Coach Brian Dean came back to coach at Letcher Central that they would be vastly improved, and that's proving true. And this young Wolves team, who starts, I want to say 7 freshmen, are showing a lot of signs of growth. Picked up a quality win at Perry Central earlier this year. And, Brennan, we're ready to go.
Here we go. Jaden Molands on the mound, 0-2 on the season so far, but a 2.62 ERA. And the man, Jonah Little, steps in. Tell you what, right now, Luke, Jonah
Does
Little.
This man run track?
He does everything. Like I said, up the football field, single-handedly took us down in football against Breathitt up there, and then cleaned up the field afterwards. Comes in here 6.22 on the season so far. Great young man, great player. Was the 4A Kentucky Football Coaches Association 4A Player of the Year last year. So, but does it equally well on the baseball field. So he right now has 28 hits on the season and scored 35 runs. First one's gonna be Grandin 2 Max Wisman. Wisman up, throws to first, and got him. So big out to start the game right there to get Jonah Little.
Yeah, Wolves' defensive lineman is on the hill, as you mentioned. Jaden Molands catching, Braden Wilson. Third base, Jaden Holland. Shortstop, Max Wisman. Second base, Chris Evans. First base, Camden Oliver. And I think left field is Chance Fallon.
Mm-hmm.
Center field is Dalton Voles. And right field is Truett Molands.
All right, Molands to the rubber from the windup. First pitch is just outside 1-0. We've got Dylan Fields behind the plate. And the man, the alias, the well-known Keith Hall down the first baseline. Molands with the 1-0. On the black. Of course, we're right here, right behind home plate on this one. Matthew's going to operate over there. We had a little bit of ideas to do some different stuff here tonight, and this is our first game down here at Wolfe County, so we're just going to use this camera angle. It'll be better next time around. Pitch from Molands. That time is in the dirt. Nice block by Wilson, but will be 2-1.
Got lucky to be able to get this in. Coach Dean was telling me it's rained all day in Letcher County, and he was shocked it hadn't rained at all down here. Nice evening, a little cool.
Lands, inside black that time. He's painted both sides in this at-bat so far on Quentin Williams. Williams at 447 leads the team in walks at 18 bases on balls this season. Lands gets him swinging for out number 2. It's going to be exciting to watch this young Wolves team grow. I mean, just so many freshmen out here. Of course, I know them all well because we played against them in Coach Pitch and in the league all the way up there. Breathitt and Wolfe County teams played all the time with my son. I played against them, and, man, it's something to watch these young kids develop. They're just going to be spectacular.
Well, there's no substitute for putting in work and hard work. And, they definitely have put in the work over the summers, over the past 7 or 8 years, probably playing 100 games this summer easily. And that's paying off for them now. And they're starting to grow into their talent. I tell people that quite often. Last year, they was just as talented as they were this year, but they were just a little too small.
Aiden Fields at the plate now, 432 for the Cougars in the number 3 spot. Plays third base for them. Molands. High that time. Not for sure. I lost count. Is it
I think it's 3-0.
3-1?
Or
3-0.
3-0, I thought.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Hide away. Get a strike on that one. Not keeping it on the scoreboard, I don't believe. So, yeah.
There's a delay in the scoreboards. They were actually in the process of getting new scoreboards here.
That ball missed, according to Fields, and will be a base on balls for Aiden Fields. And we'll send him down to first base. And that'll bring up Jaden Huff. Huff playing left field for the Cougars. Of course, a stalwart. Great season on the basketball court for the Cougars this season.
Big addition for the Cougars. Look for Coach Dean to be aggressive on the base pass here with 2 outs, trying to maybe get somebody in a scoring position for Huff.
Fields is back easily. Of course, next week we'll have the All-A for you, hopefully. Depends on how all that turns out. Wolfe County, Breathitt County, Hazard. And Huff swings at that one a little bit outside for strike number 1.
Big first-round matchup in the All-A.
Lord
baseball
God.
and softball.
Yeah.
You know, Hazard and Breathitt squaring off in baseball and softball.
Simultaneous.
Yeah, at a Hazard and
In the holler at Hazard. Molan's from the stretch. Curveball that time is in there for strike number 2. So that one will determine a lot in our coverage the rest of next week, whether we have something on Tuesday. Wolves will open up on Tuesday night, likely either the winner of Buckhorn and Owsley. Right?
Softball is actually already Owsley and Buckhorn played early, and as Molans is able to get the strikeout to end the top of the first.
And that will bring up for the Wolves here in the bottom of the first, Wissman, Oliver, and Wilson. We'll take a quick break. Be right back to you here, folks, on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of."
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Sticky notes are part of our daily lives, and people have found some pretty creative uses for them. As Kentucky's insurance company, we appreciate the resourcefulness and the fact that billions of sticky notes are made each year right here in the Commonwealth. And we think that's something Kentuckians find pretty noteworthy. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Ready for the bottom of the first. Going to have Kanan Harrell pitching for the Letcher Central Cougars. 4-0 on the season, 13.2 innings pitched, 11 Ks, 10 bases on balls with a 4.61 ERA. So, young man. Ready to go. We're going to face Max Wissman, Cam Oliver, and Braden Wilson here in the bottom of the first. Looking at the defensive side here for the Cougars. Behind the plate, we've got Dawson Kinzer. The lineup that I had Little at third base, but he is at second. Jonah Little at second, and over at third will be Aiden Fields, and at short is, for sure we'll have to get a number out there. First pitch by Harold to Wissman. Wissman lines it down the left field line, just foul.
They had double road all over it, but was a little too far to the left of the line.
Wissman, one of these terrific freshmen for Breathitt County, comes in here at 304 on the season. Also got a big win against Perry Central on the mound.
through
the night 2-1.
6 no-hit innings.
Harold going to go from the stretch with the bases empty here. Wisman line that one into left. He's on the end, the left fielder. That's Jaden Huff out there, comes in to make the catch to retire Wisman. Wisman really going after those first couple of pitches there. So they'll set.
Wolves have 2 lefties on the lineup to start off.
Cam Oliver will be up next, first baseman. Cam batting .357 right now on the season. Pitch, and Oliver's going to beat that into the ground 2-2. Little comes over, up and on to first to retire him 4-3. And that will bring up Braden Wilson. Quick, the Wolves are going after it.
Very, very efficient on the mound is Letcher Central so far. 3 pitches, 2 outs.
I'll tell you something that's really useful, Luke, that you guys might look at. There's one of those pitch count.
On the new scoreboard,
yes,
we have ordered it.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
Really enjoy
They're going
that.
to have the innings, each inning by inning scoring on the new scoreboard.
Good.
And everything, yeah.
They got one of those up at Hazard. Really, that's good to keep watch on.
Who knows? Next 3 or 4 years, we might have a pitch clock like the majors.
Absolutely. Braden Wilson, a catcher for the Wolves. First pitch misses high, 1-0. Oh, that one right in the middle of the back for Wilson. He'll be HBP. Go to first.
Look for a courtesy runner here for Wilson, the catcher, probably. It's going to be Cameron Holland coming in to be the courtesy runner.
The Cam, the third of the Holland brothers. Fourth of the Holland brothers, I'm sorry.
He's a really talented seventh grade baseball and basketball player.
Sure is. He was playing with us when he's like in the kindergarten or first grade out there swinging well. Chris Evans steps in the 4-hole. Pitch. High and inside to Evans for ball 1.
Evans came in the Prairie Central game in a really tight spot with the bases loaded and nobody out, and was able to get out of it without surrendering a run. So, really nice job by him in a pressure situation.
Outside by Harrell. 2-0 count on Evans. So, folks, for you, first time out there seeing these Wolves play, this is the third freshman in the top 4 here that's come to bat. Chance falling on deck there'll be another.
Yep.
And Jaden Molans will be another after that. So a lot of bright future here for the Wolves here in baseball. Pitch to Evans. That's on the inside, black for strike 1. Count to 2-1. Evans hits that one to right center. It's in the gap, ranges over, and the center fielder was Quentin Williams ranges over for the long, noisy out there for the Wolves. That'll end the first inning with no score on either side. We'll head to the top of the second as the Cougars will send up Kinser, Hall, and Little to face Molans.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
All right, folks, welcome back here at Camden, Kentucky. A little pre-Easter high school baseball here for you. The Cougars and the Wolves ready for inning number 2. Mo Lands will ready to go back to work, and he will face Kinser, Hall, and Little. Dawson Kinser, 440 on the season. Catcher for the Cougars. Mo Lands from the windup. Swinging a strike one, little breaking ball there. Thing about Mo Lands, of course, well-built young man. Strong. Pitch popped up. Cam Oliver ranges over. Mo Lands calls it off and makes the basket catch for out number 1.
That's where playing center field when he's not on the mound comes in handy. Took control early there.
You see a lot of things in high school baseball you don't see at other levels because these kids all play their different positions. Pitchers in the major leagues shy away from those. Let the first baseman come in and take them. That will bring up Clay Hall. All 350 on the season, plays first base for the Cougars. Mo Lands ready to work. First one is popped straight up. And in the middle of the infield, both Evans comes in, calls off, and makes the catch. So first pitch swinging, P4 for out number 2. And that'll bring Andrew Little up, the DH. 16, 240 on the season to this point. Only his first pitch strike. Of course, lots of young live arms, too, on this Wolfe County team. Little lines that one down the first base line and out of play.
A lot of foul territory on Wolfe County's baseball field down both lines.
Nice complex here. We made very good use of the property. And fouls that one down the first, just outside the first baseline.
Good job there to stay alive.
So that looks like number 1 there, Mason Boggs, who was on deck. He's actually playing shortstop. So he and Little are different than our friend Brian Dean gave me the lineup. And Little swings and misses. Wilson going to throw down to first. Retires Little for out number 3. Quick top of the first here. That'll send us to the bottom of the second. The Wolves will send up following Mo Lands and Voiles to face Harrell.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
And folks, welcome back. Ready for the bottom of 2. Scoreless here in the 14th region matchup between the Cougars and the Wolves. Harrell still taking his warm-up pitches there. And the throw down. So we'll be ready to go here. Chance Fallon will step in for the Wolves. Chance playing left field here tonight. Chance batting 188 on the season right now. Cool night. Always great during baseball season. You go from 90 degrees to 50 in a day or so. Harrell to Fallon, just inside. Ball one. Nice pitch that time by Harrell. Outside third for strike one. Even the count at 1-1. Falling down to third. Kick just a little bit up to first, and he's safe. Yeah, Fallon beat that out, and that was down to third there at Hayden Fields. Ball bounced up on him just a hair bit, had to double clutch it, and Fallon dug it down at first base line for an infield hit. And that will bring up Jaden Molans. Falling off first. Aaron's going to throw over.
Wolves could think about maybe a bunt here, but also don't want to take the bat out of one of your better hitter's hands. But he is going to square up and gets it down.
He's going to push it past the
really
pitcher.
Nice
That's going to be a base
there,
hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, really nice job there by Molans.
So he pushed it in between where they just passed Harrell's glove there, so the Little had to come in and get it. First baseman could not get there, so a bunt base hit, and when the Wolves have something going here in the bottom of the second. Runners on first and second, nobody out now, and that will bring up Dalton Voiles. Voiles playing center now for the Wolves. Arrow. Ball squared. Ball was blown away. Pulled her back for ball one.
It's a sack situation, but both Letcher's infielders are not playing very far in. So a good bunt could be a bunt for a hit also.
Mm-hmm. Especially down third base line.
First base is creep in now.
And he lays it down and stays in the dirt right on the grass. Going to be thrown down to first, and they're going to calls him out. He gathered it in.
Done a nice job there digging that ball in the dirt to the second baseman, Jonah Little.
So sack for Voiles. It's out 3-4, and that will bring up Jaden Holland. Jaden with a chance here. Two Wolves on the bases out there. One out. See how Harrell pitches in. First pitch is inside. Holland falls back away for ball one.
Left and center field are both really deep, so a base hit through on either of those areas, you'd probably score two. Molans is extremely fast at second.
Pitch misses low.
Hitters count here for Holland. He'll be looking for something to drive.
Arrow from the stretch. Just a little breaking ball that time. Gets Holland swinging. Count 2-1. Yeah, Holland swings through that one for even the count at 2-2.
Big at bat right here for the pitcher and the hitter. You know, if he can get out of here without letting one of these runs score and get that second out, that's a big help. Looks like the defense is playing middle depth, so hard ball. They might try to come home.
Stay outside to run the count full. Three-two pitch. And Holland swings and misses. So strikeout for Harold for out number 2.
Might have chased ball 4 there. That looked like it could have been up and in.
That will bring up Truett Molands, the number 9 hole. Big chance here for the 9 hole. A lot of games swung on this 9 hole, I tell you.
Truett is the lone senior, I think, for the Wolves. And it's a big moment here to step up and maybe help out.
Fouls that one straight back over our head here for strike 1. Don't forget, folks, we're on both Facebook and YouTube here. So if you're at your home, get a smart TV, pull it up on YouTube and watch. A little bit better product than the Farce book, in our opinion. However you watch is great. The ball did not break, just missed Molands there slightly. So evens it up at 1-1. Molands drives it deep, 2 left. Huff goes back, camps under it and makes the catch. Nice drive by Molands, but flies out to left field for out number 3, and that will end the second inning. We'll head to the third as the Cougars scoreless, as we will send up Mason Boggs, Dylan Eldridge, and back to the top of the lineup in Jonah Little.
Sticky notes are part of our daily lives. And people have found some pretty creative uses for them. As Kentucky's insurance company, we appreciate the resourcefulness and the fact that billions of sticky notes are made each year right here in the Commonwealth. And we think that's something Kentuckians find pretty noteworthy. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Ready for the top of the third inning here. Scoreless baseball so far through 2 innings here in Campton. Molands faced just 1 over the minimum so far through 2, but he'll have 8-9-1 coming up with Boggs, Eldridge, and then back at the top of the lineup as Jonah Little will come to the plate. Happy Good Friday to everybody out there. Always a cold and rainy day on Good Friday, but it's always sunny on Sunday. We know why. So, Boggs steps in. Molands will go back from the windup. First pitch. Boggs swings and misses. Strike 1. Swing and miss for strike 2 from Molands. Molands good velocity here tonight.
All these young Wolf pitchers have picked up 3 to 4 miles per hour over the offseason in their workouts. And
ball's going to be bounded back to Molands off his knee, and Boggs is going to make it to first on a base hit off of Molands. Come off. Kind of fell off there just a hair bit. Not the best fielding position, and it got through his glove to his knee. So, leadoff base hit here for Boggs.
Look for a bunt here. Number 9 hitter.
Eldridge only had 8 at-bats this season so far. Step in. Coach Dean will play the
He's
percentages
already
here.
squared up. See how the Wolves play it.
We're going to run a wheel here down to third base, up and to first, and nice pick there that time by Cam Oliver with the sack. Out number 1. And that will bring Jonah Little up. Got him to 6-3 first time at bat. See how Mo lands. Attacks him with the runner in scoring position this time. Mo lands from the stretch. First pitch, strike. Called. Boggs on second. Lands too little, high and away that time to even the count at 1-1. This young man, I haven't heard where he's going to play college sports at, but I'll tell you what, he certainly, if he does, he's a great find as an athlete. That one must have been just a bit high and away. I'm sure glad as my boys play for Breathitt County, we will not be facing him next year when they come to the Riverbank. Junior Matthews, strike 2 there by Mo Lance. Wind's starting to pick up here just a bit and has a little bit of a nip to it. Mo Lance from the stretch, 2-2 count pitch on the way. Misses high all the way to the backstop. Will be a wild pitch. And run the count to 3-2. Boggs will scamper on down to third. So that kind of changed matters here just a hair. Would you consider right now, Luke, just putting Little on?
I would probably make him hit a pitcher's pitch. I'd probably try to get in, see if he'd chase, and if he didn't, that'd be okay. But with 2 strikes on him, I'd try to get him in.
Gets him swinging. Nice ball. Looked like an off-speed pitch that time.
Yeah, he went off speed there.
Absolutely.
One of those things, if he don't swing and it's ball 4, that's not the worst thing that happened. But good pitch there by Mo Lance to get the second out. Now the Wolves' defense can adjust.
Bring up Quentin Williams. He struck out his first time at the plate, so Mo Lance will see if he can go after him. Breaking ball for strike 1.
Appears that the Wolves are wanting to pitch him in, as their defense is definitely played for him to pull.
Williams at 447. Of course, I said he leads them in walks on the season, so he's a patient hitter. Lands, and that was fouled back for strike 2. Boggs off third. Mo lands from the stretch. Ball was a little bit of outside movement. It's going to be a throwback to the pitcher is dropped and going to be an error for the first run of the game. As Boggs scores on.
And now if you get this batter out, it's going to really sting.
Yeah, it's either E1 or E2 there. I don't know how they'll score that. They'll score it as one of the other. Lands. This is outside. Don't see that very often.
No, just kind of a little lack of focus there, just a little bit.
And Williams down to first. Cam Oliver's there, makes the play for the putout. 3U for out number 3, but Cougars get one on the error, and that will send us to the bottom of the third with Letcher Central on top now, 1-0. Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination. but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Franks, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Ready for bottom of the third inning, 1-0, Letcher Central. And the Wolves will send up the top of the lineup Westman, Oliver, and Wilson to face Harrell. Harrell, 2 shutout innings so far. Gave up back-to-back base hits to start the bottom of the second, but worked his way out of it. As it continues to get colder here in Campton. And we're in the press box outside the wind. Jeez.
The wind always blows up here on the hill.
It does. Harrell to the plate. First one to Westman. Nice pitch that time. Great location.
Both pitchers done a really nice job being consistently around the plate.
Harrell with the 0-1. And Westman fouls that one down the left field line into the tall grass.
Look for something off speed here, probably. See if Westman will chase.
Delivery. Ooh. Just missed. Of course, Max, what is he, about 6'3"?
Yeah,
6'4"? Big strike zone there, and that one just missed. Westman on the ground, too little with the play up, and it's out 4-3.
It went away, and then kind of jammed him in, and I was able to get out on top of it. Camden Oliver steps in, 0 for 1. He grounded out to second base, first time up.
Again, folks, we had a couple of plans on cameras here that didn't work out. And I don't really like that view through the chain link, but that's what we got for you here tonight. We'll hopefully do better next time. We're going to put Lucas over on top of the dugout. Same comment. First pitch from Harold is outside. Oh, I always enjoy finding new ways to put cameras, and Ty Back used to laugh at me because I'd take cameras and put them all over. He wouldn't use any of them. Just the main camera. Harold to the plate. Oliver going to be on the ground. Boggs going to charge. Up on to first. Got him. Nice defensive play. 6-3 to get Oliver out, and that will bring up Braden Wilson. So Harold cruising along here right now.
Yeah. I mean,
after that little hiccup, those first, well, of course, a base hit and then a bunt base hit their last inning.
And in games like this, you have to find a way to manufacture 1 or 2 runs, and, that can win you a ball game.
Just inside that time by Harold. Follin's base hit was an infield hit, right? So the Wolves have not got one out of the infield yet as far as a base hit. Drew Mullins drove one deep, but just on the outside corner there by Harold.
Good crowd on hand for a cool night.
Absolutely. Just now off the plate that time. Wolfe County baseball parents show up in force. We've got lots of Letcher County folks down here in front of us as well.
Made the trip down.
Absolutely.
They got to get out of the rainy weather and come down to the windy weather.
Wilson fouls that one back here at us. So, folks, watch. I'll try to. I didn't even make an announcement today. We had this one on, so I'll try to make it next week and let you know what we got going on. Of course, the games at Hazard on Monday we cannot stream. Pitch to Wilson is fouled off. That one will be over in the high grass.
Since Letcher has someone warming up in the bullpen, this might be the last inning. Of course, earlier in the year, especially in cooler weather, a lot of coaches go with a pitch count no matter what the situation is. They just roll them out there, and your time's up, it's up.
Harrell to Wilson, and he hits that straightaway center field. Williams comes in and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for the Wolves here in the bottom of the third. That will send us to the top of the fourth, and the Cougars will send up Fields, Huff, and Kinzer to face Molands.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has been insuring folks for more than 75 years. So, we know Kentucky. Case in point, we know the Happy Birthday song was written by a pair of...
The policies are great, but he just
Don't have the ability.
just like,
I misclicked, so it's on dead.
Oh, what? Is it listening to us?
Back. It was for the last piece.
Oh, okay. Well. All right, folks, we're back. All right. Well, thanks, Matthew.
Not used to this mouse.
Okay. All right. Good deal. So we're back here, folks, ready for the top of the fourth. Molands will face Fields, Huff, and Kinzer, like I said before. Fields walked the first time. One thing about it, especially in these cool nights, the grass is soft and the ground's soft and the ball doesn't bounce the way it usually does. So always, and it's a good thing, great thing about the 14th region now. When I played, in the 80s, late 80s, didn't have any grass infields.
Yeah.
We have all these nice fields here now, and instead of the dirt, so which causes a little bit different bounce. So Molan's ready to work the fields here.
Baseball and softball both have come a long way in the 14th region in the last 10, 15 years.
Some great complexes. Molan's. Strike on the inside corner. 1-2 on Fields.
Good 0-2 pitch there, a little out, but that's a pitcher's pitch, and if he chases it, it's a good pitch. If not, it's all right.
On the ground, Holland knocks it down on to first. Nice throw to Oliver for the out.
So all freshmen infield, including the pitcher right there.
Drayden Holland. Other than the catcher, right?
Yes, other than the catcher.
He's a sophomore,
Yeah.
isn't he? Okay. Want to make sure. On the wrong team. Oh, it's good to keep score. Yeah.
Molan's done a good job of changing speeds on his first pitch where they can't just step in there dead red and look fastball. He's threw his curveball for a strike a lot.
Huff struck out his first time at the plate. And swings and misses on that one for strike two.
Way ahead here.
One down, top of the fourth here. Breaking ball. That's going to be popped up. That's kind of in no man's land. Oh, and Mullins tried to go back and make a play. Probably should have made that one. It was Holland and Wisman could not get there. So that will be we'll call it a base hit.
That's something where you've got to communicate early there, and somebody's got to take charge and get that out.
The Cougars have another base runner. That will bring Dawson Kinzer to the plate. Dawson popped up to the pitcher. First time around, he's already squaring around for the sacrifice. Pulls it back. Wolves were not charging there.
Coach Dean is he does have in his bag of tricks the square early, and if you crash, pull back and slap. That is something that Coach Dean has been known to do in the past. So
Thrower two first.
Base came off. Wolf has the breakaway bases, and that's an issue from time to time.
Saves an ankle, though.
Yes.
Someone who had to be carried out twice on slides and had the breakaway base. Swing and miss, throw down to second. It's going to be in plenty of time, and got him. Nice throw that time by Braden Wilson down to second for the caught stealing on Huff.
One thing to say about Wilson's throw there is the kid at a bat swung through to try to protect the runner even, and that didn't affect Wilson's throw. It was on the money and early, so nice job there.
Ran on the base and were able to just grab and tag. Basically ran into the ball. Kinzer fouls that one back. Count 1-2, two-way here in the top of the fourth.
Good to see Coach Dean's dad, Ken, at the ballpark tonight.
And swing through, and strike three for Molans. Gets Kinzer, and that will end at the top of the fourth and send us to the bottom of the fourth as the Wolves will send up 4, 5, and 6, and Evans following in Molans. Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Come on in here.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the ballpark in Camden, Kentucky. We're in the middle of the fourth inning, ready for the bottom of the fourth, as we will have Wolves with, I'm sorry, let me flip over here.
I think Evans,
Got Evans Fallen and Molans coming up, yeah. Harrell's still in the game. Kind of deliberate, kind of missed that from softball. Those two warm-up pitches, and we're ready to go.
A little bit more of a delay in the baseball.
Mm-hmm. More time between innings. Got to have some fill material. Know what you're talking about. Looks like we've got Cam Oliver down the bullpen for the Wolves now. And Evans will come to the plate. Harold, keep on operating from the stretch. First pitch to Evans. Evans swings through for strike one.
Harold, primarily an off-speed pitcher, and he's had a lot of success in the first 3 innings.
Evans rips that one. That is in the gap. Huff ranges over, cannot make the play, and that's going to be 2. And Evans is on his horse into second for a double. Leadoff double for Chris Evans. The Wolves open her up here in the fourth. Got a little something working. Now comes Chance Fallon. Fallon, an infield hit his first time at the plate. Yeah, all right, folks. We've got Spencer Wisman here in the press box with us now. So we're going to have a little walk-up music. We're going to kind of cut that down a little bit so it doesn't cut us off Facebook here from time to time. We may go blank on you. It's wise and Fallon swings, pops that one straight up. Little's going to range back behind second, makes a call, and the put out on the first pitch for out number 1, and that will bring Jaden Molins to the plate. All right, Molins steps in. Molins with the bunt single last time at the plate. First pitch swinging, and that's driven straight at Huff. Huff races in, makes a line drive catch on the first pitch for out number 2, excuse me. 2 pitches, 2 outs here after that Evans double. That will bring Voles to the plate. Voles sacrificed back in the second inning. 2 outs, got a chance to drive in a run here.
And this has got the feel of
going to have a pick.
A game where 1 or 2 runs is probably going to win.
Well, you've got the error for the 1 run so far in this one on the throwback to the pitchers. So pitchers duel, and neither one are throwing their number 1s here tonight. So it's a good matchup between these two. One we might expect to see a little bit later in May. And Evans is on the way. It was a hit and run on, but Bulls fouls it back.
Big hole over there on the first base side, or second base. Trying to hold Evans as close as possible to give the outfielders a chance on a base hit.
Harold checks just inside the balls. Let's count 2-1. Give me a clicker.
Yeah, there you go. I'll bring you one.
Harold and Bolton. Bolton Bowles swings through that one.
Makes it 1 and 2 now.
Is it okay? Big pitch here. See if Harold attacks him or if he wastes one. Tries to get Voles to chase it. Evans on the move. Ball's just outside and no throw down to third. So Evans swipes third.
It's a good pitch to go on. You're
was.
thinking off speed. Pitcher's ahead, and could be in the dirt. Now a pass ball by the catcher ties this game up. So that's an important 90 feet there.
In the pitch, Voles just outside. Runs the count full, 3-2. Kanan Harrell. Full 2 outs. Payoff pitch on the way. And Voles base hit through an RBI single for Dalton Voles to tie this game up.
Really nice piece of hitting there. He kept his hands inside the ball and went with the pitch to right field and found that hole over there. And like you said, tied it up. Now we're in a 3-inning game.
Yes, sir. And now they'll bring up Jaden Holland to the plate. Jaden struck out his last time at the plate. Should be fine.
2 outs. Could see Wolves maybe take off here, try to get into scoring position. 2 outs. Possibly a hit and run here, maybe. Look for a throw over. There it is. Yeah.
Wolves had a healthy lead over there.
Yeah. Yeah, he kept stretching it out.
He invited that throw for sure. And he's there again, so let's see how Harold. Next pitch to the plate, and Holland fouls that one. Jaden Cade his first time.
Reaching a little bit for that. Got to let that ball travel, get a little deeper.
Holland on the ground to Boggs. Boggs right through the wickets, and that will send Wolves to third. He's going to go in on the ground, and so we'll have runners on first and third. Jaden reaches on the E6. Wolves all the way around to third, so that will bring up Truett Molands in a position again to drive in a run, and he tried to take the ball out of the ballpark last time. Molands.
I look for Letcher Central to pitch him away a little bit more and try to stay away from that.
And Holland's on the move. That ball is behind Molands' head and no throw down to second. So 2 runners in scoring position. Now the Wolves with a great opportunity here. Runners on second and third. The senior can really help the cause here with a base hit. Swings and misses. Even the count at 1-1. Bulls on third, Holland on second. High and tight that time. Just run the count 2-1 from Harrell.
Wisman on deck, leadoff hitter. So big at bat right here in this ball game.
Molands fouls that one straight back. Evens us up at 2-2. If he could work himself on base somehow, the Wolves would have a chance to really have a big inning here. The pitch to Molands, straight back up the middle. There's a base hit. That's going to score 1, and here comes Holland around to score the second run, and big piece of hitting there. The bottom of the lineup turning it on here for the Wolves. Base hit, 2 RBIs for Truett Molands, scores both Dalton Voiles and Jaden Holland. Makes it 3-1 Wolves here as we head back to the top of the lineup. Max Wisman here.
And, Molan's done a great job of not trying to do too much. He went with the pitch, took it right back up the middle, and, done a great job giving the Wolves a 2-run lead here. And that's a hard hit ball right at Huff, though. So that's the third out, but the Wolves are able to come back and take a 2-run lead here going into the top of the 5th.
All right, folks, we'll head to commercial break here as we head to the 5th inning. Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Franks, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
I I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Ready for the top of the fifth inning here in this matchup of two 14th region contenders. Wolves with a big 3-run fourth inning there. Clutch hits by Dalton Boyles and Truett Milllands to put the Wolves up 3-1. And now they've given Milllands a lead to deal with. Let's see how he handles Clay Hall, Andrew Little, and Mason Boggs coming to the plate here. 6, 7, and 8 for the Cougars.
I don't think either pitcher is in danger of reaching the pitch count right now.
Strike one, breaking ball from Milllands. He is really mixing up that first pitch, which is great, and throwing them for strikes as well.
Yeah. Anytime you can throw your off-speed stuff for a strike, it just gives the pitcher, the hitter, something else to think about.
Hall popped up to second, his first at bat. Going to be out back to the mound. Going to be a tough play, but Milllands springs out, makes the throw to first to Oliver for out number 1. 1-3, and that will bring up Andrew Little. The DH struck out his first time at the plate. First pitch from Milllands. He is breaking ball down to Holland. Holland comes up. Going to be a nice quick throw, and first pitch, 5-3, 2 outs. A quick top of the fifth so far.
Number 1, Mason Boggs.
Boggs comes to the plate. Boggs. Single. I think this was the one that was off of Milllands last time.
So.
And that one's a little bit high, just over the head of Boggs. Going away that time. Wilson lets it get by for ball 2. Strike that time from Milllands. 2-1. We should have brought a thermometer out here.
It's below 50, I think.
It sure has. It has dropped. Boggs swings through that one for strike 2. Milllands not feeling, 54 is a lie. That is not the wind chill here.
Yeah.
That's on the phone. And gets him swinging that time. Wilson in the dirt, though, going to have to throw down to first. Gets out front as he should and throws a strike down to first for out number 3. And that will end the top of the fifth and send us to the bottom of the fifth with the Wolves with a 3-1 lead. They will send to the plate Oliver, Wilson, and Evans. Forgot to put.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
All right, folks, welcome back. Campton, Kentucky high school baseball here First game we've had down here at Wolfe County this year, looking for about 5 more. I did have a schedule here. We'll have to go through that here in a few minutes. Well, I know we've got looking real forward to the 23rd and 24th. Back-to-back nights, we'll have Breath at Wolfe, one of the best rivalries in the mountains on anything they play, and it will be on the baseball field. So I think the first one's down here, and the second one's at Breathitt. Let me see. It's or vice versa. We'll have them on back-to-back nights here. Yep, first one is here on April 25th. It's the 24th and 25th. Second one will be at Breathitt. We'll have both of them for you here on BSN, folks. Cam Oliver will stride to the plate to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Be Oliver, Wilson, and Evans. Oliver 0 for 2, out 4-3, 6-3, 2 infield grounders here.
Now batting for the Wolves, number 19, Camden Oliver.
Harold. First pitch is a strike.
Both pitchers have done a really good job of getting ahead in the count tonight.
Well, Harold came in here at 4-0. I mean, you can tell he's a talented pitcher. And Oliver, nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his hands back, drives the ball into right field for a leadoff base hit for Cam Oliver here in the bottom of the fifth. That will bring up Wilson.
Now batting for the Wolves, number 2, Brayden Wilson.
Wilson strides in. Go to first to Oliver. He's back. Cam 4 for 4 on steal attempts this season. Throw to first again, and Oliver's back in plenty of time. Oliver's on the move. Throw down 2 seconds. Going to beat him there, and he is out. Nicely done that time by Kinzer behind the plate. Ball beat you. Caught stealing for number 1, and that will empty the bases with 1 out here. Wilson try to start up the Wolves again. Earl outside. 2-0 count. Inside that time. 2-1. And Wilson takes ball 4.
We'll have a courtesy runner again as Cameron Holland will come in to run for Brayden Wilson.
Now batting for the Wolves, number 21, Chris Evans.
Evans will come to the plate. He led off the last inning and started the whole rally with that leadoff double for the Wolves. Evans fouls that one back. Breaking ball that time. Just inside, just missed off the black for 1-1 count. Strike that time from Harrell. Run the count to 1-2. Kinzer keeps that one in front of him.
It's a big play there by
Sure
Kinzer,
was.
keep that runner out of scoring position.
Evans rips that one into the between short and third. Second base hit in a row for Chris Evans. You see why he's in that 4th slot right now.
Now batting for the Wolves, number 17, Chance Fallen.
Makes that caught stealing to lead off the inning that much bigger at this point. Now as Skincer pegged Oliver down at second. That'll bring Chance Fallen to the plate. Chance 1 for 2. Infield hit back in the second inning.
Big hole over there on the right side.
Oh, that one nails Fowler. That's going to be the second Wolf bat hitter that was hit by a pitch here. That will send Cam Holland to third and
Now batting for the Wolves,
Evans down to second.
Jaden Mullins.
That will bring Jaden Mullins to the plate with a chance to help his cause tremendously here with a base hit. 1 out here.
Big thing for Jaden is try to just stay within yourself, not try to do too much, and just let your natural ability take the lead.
And Mullins swings through that one for strike 1. Like Harold might have took just a hair bit off of that one, had Mullins out in front.
A base hit should score 2 easily. The outfield looks really deep in left and center.
Harold misses high.
Harold might be struggling with a little bit of fatigue here. He's had a little bit of problem finding the zone this inning more than any other inning so far. Something to watch.
Mullins swings and misses on that one to run the count to 1 and 2.
That's when you just got to spread out, shorten up, and make sure you put the ball in play here and try to score that run from third.
High and inside, and even the count up 2 and 2. Bases juiced here, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th for the Wolves. 3-1.
Look for an off-speed pitch here, 2-2 count.
Mullins hits it to center. Williams will camp under it. We're going to have a tag. Oh, he drops it. Oh,
sure
the wind was swirling out there and could not make the play, and that will be a E8, and we'll give up a run.
That's one of those things where, you put the ball in play and you give the defense an opportunity to hurt themselves. And, they were the benefactors of an error that time.
And wind swirls up here, just like you said.
Absolutely.
And that ball looked, and I think it moved a little bit out there on Quentin Williams, and they're at the last minute. And that will bring up Voiles.
Nice pitch there around the outside corner.
Oh, I forgot about that again. Man, you remember the scoreboard. I forgot.
There you go.
Voiles fouls that one down the third base line. It's a count to 0-2 as Harold jumps way out in front in this count. Oh, is going to hit that one too short. Boggs make the play too little. Try to flip two. Do not do it. He was safe. He beat that one out. So Mullins is out at second on the fielder's choice. And get another run scored. It makes it 5-1 for the Wolves.
Now batting for the Wolves, number 6, Jaden Holland.
Mullins was forced out 6-4 for out number 2. That leaves Fallen at third. Bulls on at first. So Jaden Holland strides to the plate. He struck out and reached on the E6. Big hole between third and short. right now. Drive it in there. That'll give the Wolves another one. Up 5-1 right now. Throw due first.
Side note of information, Oscar Shebway declares for the draft, but does maintain his eligibility.
Yay. The never-ending turnstile in Kentucky basketball.
Yeah, that's
Jeez.
my personal opinion. He'd make more money on NIL than
Yeah.
he will in the NBA.
He sure will. Unless he goes overseas.
Yes,
Plus.
yeah.
Pitch to Holland, hits it deep to Huff. Huff camps under it for out number 3. And that will end the 5th inning, but the Wolves get 2 more to go up 5-1. And now the Cougars will send up 9-1-2. Eldridge, Little, and Williams to face Molands in the 6th.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement for all the little ones out there. At 6.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Top of the 6th inning as the Cougars will come to the plate. And we'll just let you folks know, we may have to end this broadcast early. We've just had an announcement. There's going to be an Easter egg hunt over at the softball field. And Lucas and Matthew and I are thinking about going over and joining that before this game's over.
If you're driving that Tahoe, you need your prize egg for gas money.
That's it, buddy. That's it, son. A deer on Route 30 cost me a bundle the other night as I smacked it. I'm having to drive the old Tahoe and pay for the gas. So that will, Dylan Eldridge will come to the plate. Pops that one out of play. Poor old deer paid for it with his life.
Yeah.
You know, I saw was it rolling beside him and got out and saw the damage. Driving in Eastern Kentucky. Molands. It is going to be grounded back to him. Nice play up and out number 1 on the kind of a check swing there by Eldridge. So he's out 1-3, and that will bring up Jonah Little.
Big couple of at-bats here. You know, this could possibly be the last time the top of the order for the Cougars comes up if, you know, they can't string something together here. So need to at least try to get 1 or 2 here.
Little first pitch by Molands, breaking ball for a strike on the outside black. Man, he is working that first pitch to perfection here tonight.
It's such an advantage when you can keep hitters off balance.
And Little's going to ground that to Wisman. Wisman charges with the charge up. And Little beats that out with his great speed. So infield hit for Jonah Little, single.
That's one of those situations where we've got him cornered, he's tackled. He just broke a 60-yard.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw that.
He brings that same speed to the baseball field.
But, you know, Wisman made that play as quickly as he could.
Yeah,
of course,
made
in
a
the
great
soft
play.
grass, and
Sure.
the ball hit the back of the mound, but still yet Little just flying down the line.
He could be going, but I don't think they'll take too many chances. We're down 4.
Williams fouls that one back for strike 1. Quentin has struck out and grounded to first in this game. 0 for 2. Lands from the stretch, and Williams swings and misses. Foul tip caught by Wilson for strike 2. Lands just misses off the outside edge, that pitch.
Good 0-2 pitch there.
Was.
Try to get him to chase. If not, no big deal.
Been really impressed with Mo Lands, how he's working these counts here today. Breaking ball gets him for his second strikeout of the game of Williams, and out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. That will bring up Aiden Fields. Aiden has walked and grounded out.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 4, Aiden Fields.
Wolves infield back at double play depth. They could roll one here. Evans and Wisman up the middle. Fields able to lay off of that one for ball 1. It missed outside. Lands to the plate, and that's going to be on the ground to Holland. Knocks it down, going to have to go to first with that, and makes the play and gets Fields. And,
That's 3.
That's 3.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry,
3.
I looked at this wrong. So that is out number 3. Didn't need to roll double play, did they? 5-3, so that will end the top of the 6th and send us to the bottom of the 6th here in Campton.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit. All right, folks, welcome back. Campton, Kentucky, high school baseball here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Wolves right now up 5-1 on Letcher Central, looking to take down their second Central in a couple of days as they defeated Perry a couple of days ago, and looking good in this one so far. They may looking to tack a couple more on here. Luke, tell you what, and just impressive showing here so far.
Yeah, and guy leading off is played a big part in it. Trip Molands had a big single to give them a 2-run lead, and this young Wolves team, they keep gaining experience and confidence as the season goes along, and credit to Coach Rigsby and his coaching staff for playing a hard schedule. They went down to Lexington, second, third game of the season, played Lafayette. They're not dodging people. They're trying to play good competition, and that's showing. You play better teams, you get better.
All right, Molands digs in. Harrell still in the game. First pitch is outside. Molands swings through that to even the count at 1-1. Harrell, right on the block that time for strike two. Olan swings and misses for strike three, and that'll be out number one here for Harrell in the bottom of the sixth. And that will bring up Max Wisman. Wisman is over 3 in this game. He's lined out to left field twice and grounded to second. Wisman puts that one on the ground. It's going to be up the first base line. Nobody's going to make a play on that. It's going to be an infield hit for Max Wisman.
Goes in the books as a line drive.
Right here on my paper, you cannot tell the difference. So that's Wisman's first hit of the game, and that will bring up Cam Oliver. Wisman likes that first pitch, doesn't he? There's your leadoff man. Oliver digs in. Wisman off first. Harrell to the plate. Oliver squares to bunt, but bunts it foul.
Rich out a little too far for that one. Probably just take that one. But what that does is that brings that third baseman in and creates a little bit more of a hole in that 6 hole.
Throw to first. Wisman backing down. Giving folks, we'll let you know what our schedule is next week. Of course, we'll be at Hazard, not broadcasting on Monday night for softball and baseball. That's by far the biggest game of the region in the All-A on both softball and baseball. So probably have a few picks on BSN for you and give you some updates, but no internet at Hazard. So, and there's grounder to second. Boggs going to try to get it, and he does just in time to get Wisman at second for out number 2.
We have a scoreboard malfunction as we speak.
looks like there's some fireworks going off out there. Well, it's 6:45. I'm looking to see what's going on with the Easter egg hunt over there.
I think it's already finished up.
Oh, is it?
I think,
man,
we've missed out.
Yeah, man, it's cold out here. Yeah, folks, it is windy and cool. And there's a bunt by Wilson. Wilson chugging it down first. Harrell throws to first and gets in. And for out number 3. So we will head to the top of the 7th with the Wolves up 5-1 here in Campton. And lost my paper, got blown up here. The Cougars will send up Huff, Kinser, and Hall to face Molans.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Franks, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit. All right, folks, welcome back. Headed to the 7th inning. Wolves. Jaden Moland's going to try to close this one out. He's 3 outs away from a complete game win here over the top-ranked team in the 14th region. Impressive performance here on a cool night in Campton from the Wolves. We said right now From what I see, and if I'm not correct, we got 6 freshmen, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior on the field for the Wolves.
Yeah.
And, man, young,
Now batting
lots
for
of
the
talent.
Cougars, number 13, Jaden Huff.
Jaden Huff will stride to the plate. Huff 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out. No, actually, I think he singled and was caught stealing. Yep, and their first is down to Holland. Holland going to take it at the bag, throws it wide, and that's going to be an error on Holland. And we'll send Huff with a leadoff single. However, that will be scored. He's on second base.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 9.
I think he had that beat out anyway.
Well, and if you're the Wolves right now, you have to completely forget about the runner on second base. You're playing for outs. You'll trade runs for outs right now, and where that runner goes is of no importance.
Strike one from Molans. That was a tough roller down third base, and Holland made a nice play on it, just a little bit high of a throw, and so Huff at second again. And there's another roller to Holland, and could be safe.
Look, maybe Coach Rigsby maybe to come out and just deep breath, calm everything down here.
That will send Huff to third. So runners on first and third. Let's see what we've got here. Gonna have a pinch hitter. That is number 18 coming to the plate. Let's see. Well, I can't get my phone to come up here. That will be Brett Smith coming to the plate. He just announced that, didn't he? If I just listened to Spencer over here, I'd have known who he was instead of looking that up. But Spencer, first, Brett Smith at the plate. And the Cougars got a little something going here in the top of the 7th. Strike that time from Molans. Molans misses.
2-1
2-1,
now.
2-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Scoreboard has stopped working out there, so
5-1 is the score. Well, it's on our broadcast. Nice
Smith
pitch there.
swings through for 2-2 count. Again, just like you said, Molans needs to forget about the runners on first and second. They have to score for the Cougars to get back in this, but inconsequential for the Wolves right now. Smith swings and misses. He's out.
Batter is out, and
his first base is occupied, so that'll be out number 1 on the K, and that will bring up Andrew Little. No, this is going to be number 12.
A pinch hitter.
And that will be Kanan Harrell. Pitcher. As he's been DH4 up until this point.
They've killed the DH is what they've done. One down.
First pitch to Harrell's a strike. Molan still good velocity here in the 7th. Popping the mitt.
This is probably only the second inning he's had much trouble, really. And, this has been due to a couple of errors. Nice pitch there, just missed on the outside.
Runners first and third. Huff at third. Kinter at first. Molans gets Harrell swinging that time.
Went back to his off-speed stuff there and crossed him up.
Molans from the stretch, just outside that time. Tried to get Harrell to chase, did not.
2-2 count here.
Inside. Runs the count full, 3-2.
Runner could be going here, but I don't know if Coach Dean wants to take the chance of a strikeout throw out. But with a 3-2 count and one down, he also doesn't want to have a double play come into play to end it. He does not go, though, and
grounder to short. Westman up, going to throw the first, not in time, and we'll have run scored by Huff to make it 5-2.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 1, Mason Boggs.
Going to bring Mason Boggs to the plate. For the Cougars, first and second, one out.
And here comes Coach Riggs. We can come out and talk about the situation here.
All right, we'll take a quick one here, folks. Be right back with you here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
All right, folks, back here, no change. Molans is going to try to finish this one. One away. Top of the seventh, 5-2 now. Wolves over Letcher. Molans, 2 Boggs, and that's going to be grounded back to the mound. Molans checks the runners, throws to first for out number 2, and Boggs is out 1-3 for out number 2, and that will bring up Dylan Eldridge.
For the Cougars, number 28, Dylan Eldridge.
He's the tying run, so the runners on base do not matter. So on a base hit, you want your outfield to throw to second base and keep him out of scoring position.
Again, 2 away. The Cougars down to their final out. Molans, strike 1. Brought that one right down Westheimer. Strike 2.
Nice job going back-to-back breaking balls to start it there. Now way ahead, 0-2.
So the Cougars down to their final out here. Wolves 1 out away from taking this one. Molans from the stretch. And the delivery is going to be poked to second base. Chris Evans charges. Play it first. Got him. And that's the ball game as the Wolves will take it 5-2 in this battle of 14th Region heavyweights here on a cold, cold Friday night on Good Friday, folks. We'll take one and be right back with you here to summarize it on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Wolf fans, don't forget, tomorrow.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Final from Campton. The Wolves win this one 5-2 over Letcher Central in a matchup of 2 good ones here. Great game here tonight as Jaden Molans goes the distance for the Wolves. Gives up a couple of hits, 2 runs to get the win. Wolves will head into the All-A tournament next week. They'll get the winner of Buckhorn and Owsley, I believe, on Tuesday night. Depends on how our schedule works out, if we'll be doing that, Wolves, Breathitt, whatever. We'll have some games next week. Plenty. We're planning on bringing you both most of the All-A boys and girls, baseball and softball. So just check the listings and check us out on Facebook there. We'll announce it and let you know what we're bringing to you. But the Wolves, big win here tonight in Campton, 5-2. Thanks for joining us here, folks, on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll let you know next week. Matthew, thank you. Lucas has already gone to try to find Easter eggs. We're going to join him right now. So, folks, happy Easter to you. Get to church on Sunday, and thank the Lord for what he done for us. See you next time.